is isolation of the spine, and 2, awareness of your stump, your legs. So talking about isolation of the spine. So a lot of time you would have seen people leading their back bends with their lower backs. So instead of going that, you will learn how to fold into a back bend. So going with your upper, middle, and the lower back. So what happens when you do that? So when you isolate your spine, so A, it helps you to increase your flexibility. B, it helps you to engage your trunk, your powerhouse. And C, it helps you to really control your back bends. So let's work on the isolation. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your hands near where your scapula ends. And just push your chest out and drop your neck down, keeping a hip width apart between your legs, and stay there for a couple of breaths. Again, repeating. So your thumbs near your scapula, pushing your chest out, dropping your head down and staying there. Squeeze your elbows behind you as you do that. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Inhale, come up and relax. Now going on to the middle back, right where the rib cage ends. From there, again, keeping your hip width apart, push your stomach out, chest up, drop your neck down. Squeeze your elbows there and stay there for a couple of breaths. Inhale, come up. Again, hands where your rib cage ends. Push your stomach out, chest up, neck down. Squeeze your elbows together. And inhale, come up. Now, working on the lower back. Support your lower back right where your tailbone is, and just push your lower back, push your hips forward, almost flattening and going parallel with your chest, and stay there for a couple of breaths. And inhale, come up. So if you see, we are not working on our upper and middle back over here. We're just pushing our lower back. So again, supporting the lower back, pushing your hips forward, chest parallel to the floor, and stay there for a couple of breaths. Inhale, come up. Now we're going to put all these 3 things together. Okay, so let's work on that. Upper, neck, stomach, hips, and stay there. Hover. So this is what is going to help you to build up your core power, your trunk, and also going to help you to control your back bends as you slowly go down, touch your mat, and inhale, come up. I'm going to repeat it once more. So you're going to push your chest out, drop your neck. That's your upper back. Push your stomach out, further go down, your middle. Then push the lower back, and then take your hands behind and don't touch the mat and stay and hover there. So this is going to help you to increase the trunk power, your core, your powerhouse, and stay there for a couple of breaths. Stay there, inhale and exhale, and inhale, come up. Now, as you do that, also remember to push your entire weight on your legs. This is where your leg awareness, your stump, comes into picture. So if you don't push your weight on the leg, this is exactly what happens. You will be collapsing back. You'll be falling. The idea is to fold into the back bend. So keep it, say, hip width apart, or a little bit more than hip width apart. Upper, middle, then the lower back. Try to go down as much as you can, as much as you can, as much as you can. Keep your weight on the legs. Leg awareness, stump awareness. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Your quads are going to burn over here. That's the idea. And inhale, come up. Okay. Now we're going to try this with a wider stand and try to touch our head down. So again, we are working on our quads over here, our leg awareness. So upper, middle, lower. Keep your leg steady. Weight being pushed onto your leg. Go down, go down, go down. Touch. And then inhale, come up. So it's just a little bit of shenanigan to work on your core power and your leg power. Let's try that again. So push your chest forward, push your stomach forward, push your hips forward, strong legs, strong quad, awareness of the core. Go touch your head and inhale, come up. So now putting all those things like the isolation of the spine and awareness of your legs into Ustrasana, and then we'll go on to the Kapotasana.
So talking about Ustrasana, you must have seen a lot of people, they just push the lower back. So it's not about just pushing the lower back to do your Ustrasana.
You see, you're not using your leg awareness over here.
So when you're doing your Ustrasana, first hold your heels, push the chest up,
Drop the neck down, keep your iliac bones parallel to the knees, and then try to look at your heels. So you're really working on the isolation of the spine, keeping the leg awareness alive by keeping your iliac parallel to the knee, and stay there for a couple of breaths. Try to look at your toes if you can.
and inhale, come up. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it again. I'm going to show it the wrong way and then the right way to do Ustrasana. So it's not about
Just pushing your hip bones forward to do your Ustrasana. No. So again,
inhale, come up. So hold your heels, pushing the chest up and out,
dropping the neck down, keeping your iliac bones perpendicular to the knee. Try to look at your feet and stay there for a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhale there, and
inhale, come up. Okay, now using all these things to do your Kapotasana. Again, you can take hip width, a little more than hip width apart. If you go further than hip width apart, again, you're not using your leg awareness, you're not using your stumps. These are your foundation, your pillars of your back bend. So when you're doing your Kapotasana, lead with isolation of the spine.
so upper, chest up, neck down, middle, stomach forward, then the lower back. And then try to look at your heels as you go down and try to hold your ankles over here. If you're comfortable, you can go into Kapotasana